Hi everyone, welcome to today's live video. My name is May Doldalau from YesFinanciallyFree.com, my YouTube channel. Here is Creative Abundance Now. And I'm talking today about the 9-step program to financial independence from the book, Your Money or Your Life by Joe Dominguez and Vicki Robin. So I'm super excited about today. I'm super excited because I'm going to do this program in our 1-year Finance Freedom Mastermind program beginning on January 2020. So I'm excited. Hi, Ombos. A little bit about myself. I live in Waikiki, Honolulu, Hawaii, with my husband, Jamel, and our 7-year-old son, Jordan. We live 2 blocks from Waikiki Beach. So we just go there. During this whole COVID crisis, we've been going to the beach a lot. Surfing, swimming, bodyboarding. I've been teaching my son how to swim. It's been great, okay? Now, we're very blessed to be healthy and living in a beautiful environment so that when this quarantine happened, it was fine. We were fine. And we're also in a place with less COVID than most of the world. So we're very lucky for that. Hi, CTGY, welcome. Hi, Soy BSK98, welcome. So I live in Hawaii, and we also own this condo, another one down the road, which is an Airbnb business, B&B business. But back in 2011, I owned 0 property, okay? I had over $40,000 of credit card debts, and I had a negative net worth of like $30,000. But by 2016, I'd paid off all the debt, and I was making almost $500 a month in passive income, mostly from preferred stocks. And I quit my job, yeah? So we improved our family's net worth by $500,000. December 23rd, 2016 was my last day working a job. I was working at a bank here in Hawaii. I learned a lot about money there, so I really appreciate everyone who was at the job, but I didn't want to be at the job anymore. I didn't want to work for someone else anymore or be at that job. So I'm happy to say that I have been away from the working world in that sense for ever since 2016. And I'm celebrating that on December 23rd, 2020. You're invited. Just go to the blog, YesFinanciallyFree.com, and check out my invite. The blog post I did about 4 days ago, is an invite to our party. And you can come to our party if you like. Now, today I'm going to talk about the 9-step program to financial independence. Now, back when I was struggling with money in 2011, I met this guy who was financially free at 35 years old. And he told me about this book, and he told me to get this book. Hi, new, welcome. So that's when I got this book, was in 2011, okay? Because a friend of mine, it was interesting because he was financially free at 35 years old, and I was like financially struggling, right? But he wanted to do an Ironman. Hi, USAL720, and he was working on his health, whereas I had just finished an Ironman, and I was very healthy. So we traded. So I traded with him some information and resources on how to do an Ironman, and then he traded with me information about how to become financially free. So it was pretty cool. Now, I finally actually read the whole book this month, this last month. So I read part of it with him, but I didn't actually read the whole book tonight. And I'm super excited. This book is awesome. This book is amazing. If you take nothing from this whole thing, just get this book and read it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's go into it. The 9-step program to financial independence. The first step in the program is to calculate all the money you've made in your entire life. Okay, so go through all the money you've ever made and figure out how much it was. For me, it was over $1 million so far. Hi, Liquid Sound Art, welcome. So in my lifetime so far, I've made over $1 million. That's how much money I have actually earned in my life over the course of a year. So that's the first step of the program, is you actually sit down, take the time, and write down how much you made. They call it making peace with the past. How much have you earned in your life? Find out your total lifetime earnings, the sum total of your gross income from the first penny you ever earned to your most recent paycheck. And they actually have ways to help you. Like, look at the Social Security Administration website. You can see all of your earnings if you're a worker and you get paid paychecks. You can look at your tax returns, pay stubs, employer records. Talk to your parents. I talked to my parents because I made some money when I was a kid and I didn't remember how much. Hi, OftCon, welcome. Thanks for being on the live. Where are you from? What's your name? Okay, so why do step 1? Step 1 is to give you a clear picture of how powerful you are in bringing money into your life. It eliminates vagueness or self-delusion in how much money you bring into your life. It instills confidence, facilitates goal setting, and this is a very basic fundamental principle of any business. And you are a business, okay? All right. And B, what have you got to show for it? So this is all step one. First, you write down all the money you've ever made in your life. And B, you figure out how much do you have of that money you've made? What do you have to show for it? So basically, you do your net worth calculation. This is something we do in our mastermind every month. But you write down everything, market value of everything you own. You write down everything you owe, and you deduct what you owe from what you own, and you get your net worth. Yeah. So that's how much you can tell. How much do you still have of your wealth? If you've earned $1 million over your lifetime, are you a millionaire right now? I am not a millionaire right now, so I can attest to that. But at least, thank goodness, when I started my journey, I had a negative net worth, right? Negative $30,000. Hi, Toxic. Welcome. Now, my net worth is over 6 figures. So I'm very excited. Positive. So now, step number 2, being in the present, tracking your life energy. How much are you trading your life energy for? Establish the actual cost in time and money to require your job and compute your real hourly wage. So this is really cool. So what you do in step 2 is you take the amount of money you make in your job or whatever you do for a living, and then you find out how much you actually make. Now, what does that mean? Like, if you have to pay money to buy uniforms, you have to pay money for gas, you have to pay money for cars, work lunches that you wouldn't normally pay for if you didn't have a job, then you would put all that in there and recalculate what you're making per hour. All right, so you might make $20 an hour at your job, but if you quit your job, maybe you're saving $11 an hour because you don't have to pay all these work-related expenses. So what you're actually making at your job is $9 an hour. So that's what this is about, how to actually figure out how much you're really making per hour. And it's a way to track your life energy, right? How much of your life do you spend to make how much money? It's a really cool exercise. B, keep track of every cent that comes into and goes out of your life. So you create a record system where you start tracking, write down every time you spend money and every time you get money. Okay, so I have an Evernote in my phone now, and I write down and I started when I was reading this book. I started writing down every time I spent money, how much it was for what, and how much, and when I get money in my life, how much is it? Okay, so that's step 2. Step 3, where is it all going, right? Where every month, create a table of all your income and all your expenses within categories generated by your unique spending pattern. Balance your monthly income and outgo totals. Convert dollars spent in each category to hours of life energy using your real hourly wage as computed in step 2. Super cool, right? So now what you're going to do is you're going to track every month, which we do already in our mastermind, but we don't do it with life energy. That's the thing that I think is so cool. So you're going to track where you're spending your money and where you're earning your money every month. And you're going to track how much of your life energy is going out every month. Step number 4, 3 questions that will transform your life. On your monthly tabulation, ask these 3 questions of each category totals expressed as hours of life energy and record your response. Number 1, did I receive fulfillment, satisfaction, and value in proportion to the life energy spent? Is this expenditure of life energy in alignment with my values and life purpose? How might this expenditure change if I didn't have to work for a living? And at the bottom of each category, make the following marks. A minus sign if you did not receive fulfillment proportional to the hours of life energy you spent in acquiring the goods and services in that category, or if that expenditure was not in fulfillment with your values and purpose, and if you could see expenses in that category diminishing after financial independence. Plus sign if you believe that upping this expenditure will increase your fulfillment, would demonstrate greater personal alignment, and would increase after financial independence. And 0, mark 0 if that category is just fine on all counts. So you're going to actually rate all of your expenses every month, whether they are good for you, bad for you, or fine. Good for you meaning, are they in alignment with your values? Are they something you actually really want to spend money on? That's a cool step. Step number 5, making life energy visible. You're going to create a wall chart and you're going to plot your monthly income and your expenses, and you're going to see that. Step number 6 is you're going to value your life energy. You're going to minimize spending. So you're going to ask questions every month to minimize your spending. Step number 6 is you're going to value your life energy and maximize your income. So every month you're going to ask certain questions to actually increase your income. And step number 8, capital and the crossover point, you're going to track when you're going to be financially free. And when you finally cross over, when your your passive income is greater than your expenses, you will be financially independent. And then step number 5 will teach you how to manage your finances so you can manage all that money you're making with your investments. And you don't have to work a job anymore. So I'm excited. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do that whole 9-step process this next year, 2021. If you want to be a part of that, click the link below, find out more at Finance Freedom Mastermind. It's one thing to read about it, but it's another thing to actually do it. And I'm so excited. I don't know about you, I'm like pumped off. So 2021 is going to be a great year, just like 2020 is a fantastic year for our family. So the 9-step program to financial independence from your money or your life. My name is May Doldala. If you're not on the blog yet, go to yesfinanciallyfree.com, put in your first name and email address, get the free ebook, Working Parents Guide to Financial Freedom, sent directly to your inbox when you hit the big red yes button underneath. And today's blog post is there, so you can get more information there on today's blog. Have a great day. Share this with your friends and followers. Thanks for being a fan. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And thank you for being on